Alright, hey guys, Fiddle Ferret here, and welcome back to a new short visual novel Let's Play. Now, this is Kindred Spirits on the Roof, which I believe is a Yuri visual novel. I thought it was voiced, and it is, but it's actually voiced in Japanese. So, let's face it, there are a ton of female characters, and I am not a female. So, voices would be tough in this game. For right now, I planned on doing this for a Valentine's Day special, but Fraps would not record this, so I had to get some new software, and it's taken some finagling, but I finally got it ready so I could at least record for you guys at least a few episodes. If you guys really enjoy it, we can possibly do some more episodes, but right now I'm planning to maybe do 2 or 3 episodes to showcase the visual novel, and that will be it. But maybe we will continue doing this visual novel long term. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started in the gameplay. Also, this might be smaller on YouTube because frankly the window size of this game isn't very large, so it's possible that it might look small, and I don't think I can really do much about that at this point. But so the main girl will probably just sound like me because I can't be too bothered because there are so many female characters in this game. Another beautiful day. After the end of the holidays, the air up on the roof had really started to feel like summer. The sun was high in the sky, almost annoying in how vigorously it shined. I was already finding my vast stuffy, even though... Well, that's a weird sentence. Even though we'd only just changed into our spring uniforms. But we were above the town, and I was on the roof. Up here, the breeze was cool and comfortable. I finished off the soup in my little thermos inside, relieved that I'd been correct to pack a warm meal for lunch. My hands habitually moved to clean up the rest of my food. I closed the lid of my small, 2-tiered lunchbox and wrapped it up in a scarf on my lap. Gathering the bundle, I set my items down on the bench next to me. And then I stood. Oh, we're adorable. She's so cute. Phew. I, Tomi Yuna, propped my elbows against the roof fence and sighed as I always did. I sighed as if my lunch had perfectly filled my stomach and pushed out my breath. I was careful not to lean too far. The students who came up on the roof are asked not to rest against the fence, but the barrier, only a meter high, tempts you to relax on it and look out over the scenery. The bottom half of my view was a townscape. The top half, a shining blue sky. At eye level were the mountains surrounding the area, silhouettes on the horizon. I could clearly see the summits of the mountains, their peaks sharp against the cloudless sky. The weather really was nice. I could hear the voices of other students on the roof from behind me, though their words were lost amid the sound of lunch. If they were speaking, it meant they must have come up here with someone. The roof seemed more popular than usual today. The first years who had started school a month ago were probably getting used to things by now. They probably noticed that the roof is a perfect place to eat on days with nice weather like today. I wish schools, like in America, I don't know if, or maybe, I don't know if this is just Japan or whatever. Like in Japan, do people can they actually go to the roof? I don't know, but that sounds like something that's super cool. I had thought that the population up here would rise quickly, but that hadn't proved true. Maybe because we'd been on break, they were probably in their classroom with friends, discussing all they'd done over the holidays. Strangely, it seemed to be mostly single people, or groups of 2 who came up to the roof. There aren't many groups with 3 or more. Maybe with larger groups, it's more likely that one person won't want to eat up here. Maybe it's just too much trouble to climb all the way up here when you have too many people with you. As for the groups of 2, well, I get that. It sort of feels like a picnic when you eat up here on the roof. I imagine it starts when one of them asks the other, thinks, and it sounds like fun and goes along. The people who came up to the roof alone may have friends who just happened to be absent that day. Either that, or they don't like eating alone in their classroom, like me. Like me, anxious in the classroom. Too many people there. Friends, classmates, people who would talk to you, and all the prying eyes. There's just too much going on there. That's why I come up to the roof during lunch. I come to a place with as few people as possible, and after eating, I look out at the scenery. I wonder if the burdock root was a little too salty. I muttered quietly to myself. I thought Hina would enjoy it after her morning practice, at least. She's probably worked up a sweat again today. I didn't put that much burdock in it, so I doubt she minded. Well, it's not like she usually leaves much anyway. The weather really is nice today. The sunlight's really pouring down. It was a good idea to wear sunscreen today. I should make sure Hina protects her skin too. She never gives that sort of thing any thought. Oh, maybe that's why there aren't too many people up here today. Whatever trifling thoughts passed through my mind, huh? Was she still thinking? I thought about all sorts of things as I started out, absent-mindedly at the view. Though, no, things were just coming to mind, really, and it just ends with the same line from an old classic. The phrase always pops into my head, and as a habit, I always bring my attention back from the scenery when it does. I feel like an old lady, though Sonao Sensei, the literary teacher, would probably object to that idea. This time I leaned with my back against the fence. This was almost forbidden by the teachers, but no one paid that rule any mind. If they're really afraid of accidents, they should build a taller fence. And their warnings probably aren't without reason, and I don't need to deliberately ignore them. I picked myself up off the fence and sat back down on the bench I'd been using earlier. My hands found their way to my pockets. One of my fingertips ran across a small package, reminding me to take it out. It was something Ano had given me as I'd left the classroom. She'd laughed, calling it a highly recommended new product. I looked it over and found on the packaging brown sugar lotus root lozenges. Oh, how do you say that? Lozen. I know how you say it, but I can't quite remember. Well, she did say it was tasty. The fact that there's more to it than taste is just like Ano, I suppose. I would understand if it was supposed to be flavored with the fragrance of lotus, but why put lotus root in it? And lozenges? I can't say that word very well. I haven't heard anything about lotus root being good for the throat. Well, it's probably sweet, at least. I took it out of the wrapping to find it was an inky black. Rolling it around in my hand for a moment, I tossed it into my mouth. You fool! What drives you to such lengths? What? I almost swallowed the thing. I was so surprised by the voices suddenly at my ear. What were you thinking? Taking poison on such a nice sunny day? You mustn't hurry to your death. Surely you have many things to look forward to. Oh, what? Wait, what? What? I heard voices from behind me. Who were they? I could hear two of them. When did they get back there? Something awful must have happened to you, but you can't just toss aside your life like that. What sort of awful thing happened to you, I wonder, to make you swallow such a dark black poison? No, seriously, what, poison? Was I just swallowed? No, wait a second. Poison, it must be poison. It must be a terrible way to go, feeling sick, being unable to cough up the toxin. If you have troubles, I'd be glad to listen to them, and if that eases your burden at all, please rethink this. Then your body starts to go numb, and you fall to the floor, and everything goes dark before your eyes. What are you worried about? Is it love? It must be. You've fallen in love with some girl, haven't you? It must be so painful not knowing what to do. No, this just can't... I said, turning around. I lost my words. Gosh, I gotta say the art in this game is really cute. Like, all the characters are drawn so well, and they have so much personality. Because there were two girls standing behind me when I turned around. It's just a candy, not poison. SO white uniform. We know that, silly. I mean, it's hard to read the text sometimes. It's so small. We're sorry. It looks like you were more surprised than we expected. Two girls wearing uniforms I don't recognize. One looked more like a woman than a girl. Oh, we were just teasing you. I mean, that black candy looked just like poison, don't you think? I really was pitch black. Is that the sort of thing popular lately? I mean, to see it nowadays, what flavor is it? It's sweet, but it's got brown sugar in it. so it's sort of light flavor. The lotus fruit isn't very bitter. What exactly am I answering for? Brown sugar comes from sugarcane, right? Ah, it must taste like kuromitsu. There's lotus root in it? How particular. One was a bit of an uncouth girl in a white uniform, who looked about my age. Her hair was light brown, though it didn't look dyed. There are a lot of... excuse me, my goodness. There are a lot of strange combinations like these. It's what makes new flavors stand out, I guess. The other one wore a typical sailor uniform, with hair long and as black as her clothes. She looks even more grown up than a third-year upperclassman. Would you mind sharing one? Just kidding. It's not like we could taste it. What is it, Sachi-chan? What's going on? They're suddenly gone quiet. I was only one piece, so I couldn't have split it anyway. So that's not it. Why are they suddenly staring at me? They were just laughing a second ago. Oh, their facial expressions are really cute. They were laughing before my eyes. Right before my eyes. Yes? Before my eyes was... Can see us? Yes. I had the bench to my back, so when I turned around, I should have seen nothing but the fence at the edge of the roof. Our voices! You can... hear our voices! Yeah. The two of them were standing there. Sachi! Yes, Megami! There's someone who can hear our voices! So this is white. Yeah, it's hard to tell who's talking. There's someone who can see us! Yes! In a tiny space between them. The bench and the fence. No, the space isn't even wide enough for anyone to stand there. Hey, could it be? Yes, it is. We have finally done it. Wow, yay! Oh, they're translucent. That's a shocker. Ghosts! Who are you gonna call? Sorry, that joke. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed right now. I don't know why, but I feel like I can somehow see the fence right through the happy pair. Hey, you! Black again. You hear our voices, don't you? Then, the roof of the 3-story Hoshikana building. They're on the edge of the roof, 10 meters from the ground, without fear or even touching the fence. We have, standing there, almost as if they're floating in the air. They're a favor. Faintly transparent, I can just see the mountains through them. I can see them. We'd like to ask, I desperately held down the scream that threatened to escape my lips. Grabbing my lunch bag, I took off running toward the door to the stairs. Oh, wait! Where are you going? Where? I'm running away from here, of course. Oh, we're probably gonna click, don't I? Oop, and we're back in class. Oh, Yuna, welcome back. Alright guys, I think that's, I'm gonna make this episode short, but I'll have a bunch of short little episodes come out. I do hope you guys enjoyed this short little playthrough. I'll look for some more. I'll try to upload some in rapid succession so you guys can see them. But leave a like if you enjoyed this. Tell me what you think about this. I feel like this might not be a very short visual novel, so if we played it, it might go on for a while. But anyway, guys, look for more. I will definitely do some more episodes anyway. But I've been Fiddle Ferret, and I will see you back on the prowl next time. Bye-bye!